Welcome to Oklahoma Gardening. This week we're going to be joined by Dr. Mike Schnelly, who's going to show us a few underutilized conifers for Oklahoma. We'll also be visiting an affiliate of the Oklahoma Botanical Garden Arboretum, as well as the North Carolina Botanical Garden, where we'll see how native plants are put to work with magnificent effects. So stay tuned to Oklahoma Gardening.
Oklahoma Gardening is a production of OSU Extension as part of the Division of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources at Oklahoma State University. Underwriting assistance is provided by TLC, Oklahoma's leading garden center, and the Oklahoma Department of Agriculture, Food, and Forestry, helping to keep Oklahoma green and growing.
Today we're visiting the Morrison Arboretum and Botanical Garden, and joining me is Jan McSwain. Jan, thanks for joining us today.
We're delighted to have you.
Well, you were certainly instrumental in developing the Arboretum, and I understand it was a bit of a challenge. Could you tell me a little bit about the history of this place?
Well, my husband and I drive to Colorado a lot, and you know the little towns, we go through Kansas, and the little towns in Kansas, every one of them have a beautiful park or arboretum. And I was just telling my husband, I said, I wish we could make Morrison look like the little beautiful towns in Kansas. So when I came back, we spotted this land, and I thought, that's some land that we could utilize. And everybody thought we were, you know, crazy to try to develop this wasteland into an arboretum.
And that's because it was in pretty bad shape.
It was awful. It was awful. And we had a lot of volunteer work to do the dirt work to even it out and shape it. And I wrote a grant to the Department of Tourism and Recreation for all of the structures, the lights, the bridge, the gazebo, and the walking trails.
Okay, wow.
And that was fun. And then we started writing grants to the Department of Agriculture, and it was urban and community forestry grants for all of the plantings in the Arboretum. And over the years, it just developed.
And it looks beautiful now. You have a nice, diverse collection of plants, trees, shrubs, and flowering plants as well. I know you worked with some members of the university as well.
Absolutely. They were great. Dr. Tom Hennessy first we worked with, and he helped us, you know, decide on trees. And then he introduced us to Dr. Lou Anella. And Lou has been very instrumental in designing the Arboretum. And we just consider him as a citizen of Morrison. He's been so faithful and comes up for our Arbor Day celebrations here in the Arboretum. And we couldn't have done this without the consultants at OSU, Dr. Hennessy and Dr. Lou Anella.
And you mentioned Arbor Day. That's quite a celebration here in Morrison, isn't it?
Yes. We invite the children from the Morrison School, pre-K through the 6th grade. And we've been doing this for 10 years. And we have quite an Arbor Day celebration. We tell everybody we have 500 people at our Arbor Day celebrations, and we do. 400 children from the elementary school, and then, you know, the adults that come. And we have great Arbor Day celebrations. We've had Tree Bear come, and he comes in on the fire truck when he comes. We have Tree Owl come occasionally. We have all kinds of celebrations, and when we do our Arbor Day celebration, we always try to select a tree to plant that's appropriate for the children. We have a weeping mulberry tree that we planted, and we had a lot of fun with that. They all got to sing ring around the mulberry tree, And then we also have a children's Christmas tree.
Okay.
That is planted in memory of the children, not memory, but in honor of the children.
And it's not blooming right now, but there's a bulb garden that
Right,
the
and
children...
one of the classes from the school, with a lot of help from their instructor, wrote a grant to buy bulbs.
Wonderful.
And it's just absolutely beautiful in the springtime. We have overplanted with other things, so we have color year-round. But the children are very involved in the Arboretum.
And the community as well. It seems like a nice community environment.
It's really hard to drive by here without seeing someone walking on the walking trails. We've had weddings out here down near the gazebo. It's been a real community.
Excellent. And you had such great success here that you've gone on to expand this effort beyond...
Oh, absolutely. We were really excited that we got the grant from Tourism and Recreation, and we felt like we needed a park. You know, Arboretum is beautiful and wonderful, but it's not a play area.
Okay.
You know, it houses beautiful plants and trees for everyone's enjoyment. And we felt like we needed an area for the children, so that, and families, just to have a family area where they could have picnics and play. So we wrote another grant to Tourism and Recreation for a park, which is out on Highway 64 in the middle of town. And that facility has a basketball court, it has a playground, a small water park, and lots of areas for picnicking and fun.
Some beautiful plantings out there as well.
Beautiful plantings, yes. And Dr. Anella also helped us design the park, and he is very proud of the sycamores. And when you go there, you will notice how beautiful they are.
Alley. Absolutely. Well, the Arboretum is certainly a delight, and I think it goes to show what a community can do, what they can achieve when they all work together.
With just a piece of wasteland.
Just a piece of wasteland.
We turned it into a thing of beauty, and in the summer it is very gorgeous. It's just absolutely wonderful.
It certainly is. Thank you for sharing with us.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.